You can use your VISSIM model to generate trajectories, which can help you in getting a safety assessment of the location. You can also use your model trajectories to find safety assessment methods or surrogate safety assessment methods like time to conflict, post encroachment time, which indicate the severity of traffic conflicts, or in simple words, near miss events. So whenever we have conflicts, there is always a probability of near miss events, and these events can be converted into crashes. So there is a relationship between conflicts and crashes given by Federal Highway Administration. So we will see how you can do this using PTV VISSIM. So we have this location with us where we have a main road, 3-lane main road here, and a 2-lane U-turn merging right into the main one. And obviously there are now weaving operations over this area because of this high volume of the U-turns and high volume of the road itself. So obviously this is the conflict area, and we want to see how many conflicts are observed here using the surrogate safety assessment from VISSIM. So as you can see, if I highlight the conflict area, you can see that VISSIM identifies this as a conflict area A and B. We are not setting any priority right now to give any priority to A and B. We want to see the actual conflicts which are happening right now at this location. So to do this, we will just run the model. But before we run the model, we need to make sure that the surrogate safety assessment is turned on. When we turn this on, the vehicle trajectories along with their coordinates and the other information of the vehicle records will be saved in a file, which are trajectory file, TRJ file. So where is that? You go to evaluation. Before you play the simulation, make sure you go to evaluation, configuration, and you will, instead of result, you will go to direct output, and here you see this option, SSAM, surrogate safety assessment. We want to make sure this is selected, and then we need to assign the path where the file will be saved. So it will be saved on the desktop. So you need to identify the path where you want to save the file and make sure SSAM is selected. Click OK, and then just normally play the simulation as you play, and click OK. Let the model run for the simulation second, and once the simulation is finished, just to make sure my trajectory is saved, I will make it down, and yes, as you see here, a TRJ file has been created, which is a vehicle trajectory file. So this is the file that we need to use to get a safe surrogate safety assessment from VISSIM. So we will upload this file in an SSAM tool, which is provided by Federal Highway Administration, and it's free to download. It's open source. You can download it from GitHub. Just if you search on Google SSAM3, you should be able to download this tool. So here, once you open the tool, you have an option to add a trajectory file. So obviously we are going to add the trajectory. We'll add TRG. It only supports .trg files, which is the trajectory file. Open it, and then the file is uploaded. Here you have to give criteria for time to conflict and post encroachment time. This is the default values, but normally we don't use this value. We normally use 3 seconds for time to conflict and 5 seconds for post encroachment. You can change it based on your requirements. So how does it calculate the conflict? Is based on this diagram. It finds side swipes, rear ends, lane change, and crossing conflicts based on this criteria. So in order to analyze, we have to click analyze, and here we see analysis complete. Click OK, and now we want to see how many conflicts are there in our model. We'll go to conflicts, and here you see we have a list of all the conflicts which are detected based on the vehicle trajectories generated by the model. You can export this list as a CSV file, and you can see we have different types of conflicts or near misses detected crossing, lane changing, rear end. And this is quite true of this situation. We can observe that these near misses are in fact happening over there. So now we have a empirical evidence of how many near miss events are taking place over that location. We also have the coordinates x and y for these for the events, which can help us in making heat maps for the near miss equations. You want to see the summary, you can go to summary, and here you have the total summary, you have the statistical analysis over here, and you have the summary of events. So in our model of during the course of our simulation, the model detected 21 near misses, and out of which 5 were crossing near misses, 4 were rear end, and 12 were lane change lane change lane change based near miss events. Now, based on the equation of the conflict conversion into crashes, you can always convert this to see and probability of crashes at this location. You can also export this as a comma separated file as a CSV. If you want to see conduct further analysis, like we want to see the if you want to do a t-test, student test between two groups, you can also do that. So you can compare the two files before and after the improvement to see whether the difference between the conflicts is statistically significant or not. You can also do an app test even if you are dealing with more than two groups. But I recommend using Microsoft Excel or any statistical software for doing the analysis. You can see the map visualization of the near miss events, where the blue, the cone shape represents the crossing, box represents the rear end type conflicts detected in the model, and the sphere indicates the lane change based. So if I zoom out, it will clear to us that